We are back with more My Southern Home, and I'm here with Kim Jones with Lock and Key Homes. And Kim, thanks for joining us again.
Thank you so much for having me.
So I love the story of this home because you helped the former homeowner, and now you're working with the person that lives here now.
Yes, so it's kind of come full circle, the house and the whole story.
So tell me the story of this home.
So this home was a original owner. Her parents lived here, and she lived here all her life. So I've acquired 50 to 60 years worth of items. So it was chock full. And when she decided to downsize and move, we helped her with the entire process from declutter, getting storage units, moving her to our new home, estate sale, and then making sure the house was clear for the new homeowner.
That's amazing, all of those different tasks just to clear out a house, right? I mean, you don't think about how much you accumulate over the years.
Yeah, and it's never easy. So if you look at a closet or you look at a space and you start pulling everything out, it just grows on you. So you think, oh, she doesn't have that much, but she definitely had a lot of stuff. The previous homeowner was really into fashion. I think we counted like 100 pairs of shoes, blazers, dresses, and it was just cool because it all had a story, and it was just so much fun to listen to the stories and hear about where it came from and how she wanted to, take it with her or give it to someone else, and hear the progression of the outfit.
Well, it's so important to use someone like yourself, Kim, because there are so many steps, and you are the ringmaster of the project. So you make sure everything gets done on the timeline that it needs to get done.
Yeah, so we were bumping up a pretty tight timeline on this one because we had an estate sale company coming in, and they had a very narrow window. So we had to get everything that was going to be sold categorized and ready for them just to do a quick turnover. So we had to have all of her personal items out of the home before the estate sale company came in.
So once she was out of the home and in her new home, you helped the current owner of the home remodel the home.
Yeah, so it's been really fun to watch because I've seen all the steps go from this to be like 5 different rooms that we're standing in to a whole open process, and being able to help the current homeowner get in on time and get in with the contractor and knowing the ins and outs of the house, and then just seeing it come full circle and now being able to organize and help her set up a new home it's really awesome to see.
Kim, organization is such a key component of so many different facets of the home process.
It truly is. And trying to get the current homeowner in as quick as possible too, because she's been living in temporary housing for almost a year. So time is of essence, and we don't want to slow that down by any means. And same with getting the previous homeowner out. It was just kind of a waiting period for her, and she just wanted to be done with it. It was exhausting. So getting her out and set up in her new living space was just as rewarding for her as getting the new person in.
So what's the process of onboarding a new client when you're helping them either declutter a home for more beautiful things or moving out of a home and moving to a new space?
Yeah, so it's a lot of planning. It is a project management too. It's a lot of project management. So sometimes people will call and be like, hey, I'm moving next week. Can you handle this? And even if we have the availability in our schedule, we really like to have a solid plan of this is going to happen this day, this is going to happen this day, and also have down to the very detail when a box is going to be delivered, when will the team arrive, and it's just a lot of moving pieces. So you just really have to be on top of it and have a plan, and a clear plan that everyone is on the same page too.
So how far in advance does a homeowner need to call you to really help with this process and to make sure everything's seamless?
Really, ideally, and we all have a perfect world, but ideally is about a month to 2 months before they're ready to put their home on the market. And if we can get in there on the pre-list side and really get items decluttered and get everything prepped and ready, the whole process is much more smooth.
Well, a lot of people don't realize that having a home that is decluttered really helps you sell the home. That's why staging is so important.
Yeah, it is. And we have seen houses look completely different, and they just have a different vibe and a different personality, and they just look happier with less stuff. And once we really kind of get in and declutter, then we can style the house too and bring it back to life. I always say it's kind of like a contractor or a painter. You start with a blank canvas, and then you build on there. And it really, to do a pre-listing 100%, you have to take it down to a blank canvas. And it's really going in and every single item. Do you want it? Do you love it? Or can I go somewhere else?
Well, Kim, just do I want it? Can I give it away? Just asking those questions when you're doing it by yourself is very hard, because you end up keeping a lot of the things that are in your home. But when you're working with a professional like yourself, it makes it a little easier to give some of those things away.
Absolutely. It's an accountability partner. It's also a coach. I often say that I'm a cheerleader, coming back to my former years, really to be there to ask the questions of why are you hanging on to it, if it's guilt, or if it's because you spent money on it but you absolutely do not like it at all, then let it go. And the beauty of it is we can get it out of the house as soon as you make that decision. So rather than saying, I don't think I want it, and then looking at it in a pile and maybe changing your mind, you say you don't like it, out the door it goes.
Well, thank you so much, Kim. I really enjoyed being with you.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.